Hey guys, good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Mia Jane. All things with Mia Jane. It is Sunday and as you can see, I'm already dressed. So I got up about maybe about 7:30, 8 o'clock. Washed my face, brushed my teeth, got myself ready, made my bed, wiped down my dresser, dust and stuff like that, wiped that down. And then I came downstairs to the coffee bar, made some coffee. I already had one cup. Ta-da! And now I am about to run to the store real quick because I think I want to cook smothered pork chops with some rice and some kind of green vegetable. I'm not sure if I'm going to do Brussels sprouts or asparagus, or maybe even a small bag of collard greens, maybe a small bag. I'm not exactly sure. The rice is going to be for my son, but maybe a smothered pork chop. Maybe, I don't know. I don't cook pork chops that often because it gives me a headache. So every now and then, the crazy thing is for me, when I do cook the pork chop, I'll make it in a gravy. I'll stew it or smother it, however you want to categorize it. But I like the part by the bone. The big chunk of meat in the middle, don't really care for. Isn't that weird? But whatever. Don't judge me, judge her. Anyway, I'm gonna head out to the store here, and then I'm gonna come back and do some light cleaning. And because the place is not really a mess, I just have like books on the coffee table, coffee cup, cords, charging, that kind of stuff. So yeah. Anyway, come on, let's go to the store so we can come on back. Cause listen, Walmart, and I'm only going to Walmart because it's literally 3 minutes away from me. Across the street. And I'm going there, running, come on out, because I don't have anything else to get. I hate Walmart. And this is, anyway, I am going to run over there and come back. I don't think I needed anything from anywhere else. I usually stop by the Dollar Tree, too. I might stop in there and see what they got. I'm not exactly sure. But, yeah, I'm going to go out here and to Walmart real quick and take you guys with me. So, y'all come on, so we can come on back and get this Sunday reset going. All right, bye. Okay, y'all, so listen, I'm outside in the car about to go to this store. Nobody told me it was chilly. I got on shorts, t-shirts, no socks. You know what I'm, got my feet just slid in some Vans. I mean, nobody told me it was chilly. But I ain't going back inside. Okay, I made it back from the store. I just picked up a few things. So, I'll show you what I got. So I did get a bag of greens. I got some shredded collard greens, and that's going to be our vegetable for the next couple of days because I like green vegetables. My son does too, but for the most part, I'll eat just that and maybe the meat. Got 2 bell peppers because I just bought a bag of onions, and I need some bell peppers to go in my greens along with the onions. A bag of rice, because I'm always cooking rice for my son. He loves it. And then, so like I said, I said I was going to get a small pack of pork chops. I also did get some bacon because we didn't have any breakfast meat, and a pack of pork chops. This is center cut pork chops, and it was only like $10 for what? It's 5 pieces, but it's the thick ones. So to me, those are the best ones. Well, sometimes the small ones or the thinner ones with the bone are best to fry, to me, in my opinion. But if I'm gonna make a stewed pork chop or smothered pork chop, I like to use the center cut. And I will, cut up some onions and bell pepper, I'll show you the whole thing. But anyway, put these things up and make me some breakfast. I'm gonna actually make some banana. I have some old bananas that I want to use, and so I'm going to make some banana pancakes. And all it is just I use a banana, maybe a tablespoon of flour or pancake mix if I have it, and 1 egg. That's it. Beat it up real good, fry it up in a pan. That's it, but I'll be back. Girl. Listen, when I say breakfast was a bust, I burnt the hell out of the bacon and the pancakes. Got in there, apparently had the fire up too high. Started doing 10 other things. Yeah, burnt to a crisp. So, yeah. That's that for that. I'll see you when I start back cleaning and cooking dinner. Ridiculous. Anyway, I'll be back. Okay, guys, so I am getting ready to start cooking for dinner. And what I did was I took a few things out. Let me show you real quick. This right here, I washed some turkey tails, and these is just chunks of meat, smoked turkey tails. And over here, I just cut up some onion and bell pepper, and what I'm going to do is definitely get those going, put them all in the pot, and just let the meat cook down, and it's going to get a nice what they call pot liquor. And I'll let that cook, and then I'll wash my greens and put it in there. So 1 second, let me show you all the seasonings that I put in my meat first. So first is going to be some Maggi Pollo. Let's put a little in. Then I got some crushed red pepper flakes. And I just put a few in, not a whole lot, because my son, he doesn't really like hot stuff. I put a little bit of, where you at? See your mama. Some black pepper. Shit, I didn't mean to put that much, y'all. But that's okay, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to add some more water. Some garlic powder. And some onion powder. Then over here, I add my bell peppers to the water and my onions. Give that a good little mixy. And then I just let that cook. This is the bag of shredded greens, and when I get ready, I will dump that in some water, wash that a few times, and then add it to the pot, but that's come a little bit later. Okay, guys, so I washed my collards. Where they go? Right there. That's the big container I had them in. But most of it is in the pot. You know, they're going to shrink down. So I put them in on top of the turkey tails, added some more water / broth, and then I added a little more seasoning, a couple more pieces of bell pepper, and I'm gonna just let that cook down, and then the rest of the greens, once this cooks down, I'll add the rest of the greens, and then we should be good to go. Okay, so that's how the greens looking so far. It's already cooked down. I already put the second half of the greens in the pot, so it's just all gonna cook down. I turned it down, and I'm just gonna let that cook. Those are the turkey tails. There's 4 pieces in there, but once they cook down a little bit more, then I'll be able to shred it up with the fork. But yeah. Okay, guys, so this is the finished product. It is, I took the meat and just kind of shredded it with a fork and a knife, and the greens are done, and they actually taste pretty good. So I'll be back when the rest of it is done. Okay, y'all, so I am back, and this is another day. So sorry. So last night, I cooked my collards. My son wasn't home, so I didn't have to really like cook a whole big meal, and I really pretty much just be cooking for him. But he wasn't home. He had to work last night, so I started my greens last night, as you all, I don't know if I said it, but I started my greens last night with some turkey tails, and they're smoked, and so I boiled them with some seasoning in the water with onions, bell peppers, and all that stuff like that. Then I washed and added my collards in. I had shredded collard greens, and I'll show you the results of that later. So today, though, I am making or finishing up the dinner, which is going to be the smothered pork chops. And I washed them in, I put some coarse ground salt and lemon juice and water, and I let them soak for about 5-10 minutes. Then I wash them off real good. And so, because you know, sometimes a lot of the meats, like sometimes you get it got a little, it feels oily to me. I don't know, but anyway, I used a little salt to kind of, it's a little bit abrasive, so kind of wash them off, and I rinse them off real good, patted them dry. And I use some seasonings, and I use Badia Complete, Slap Ya Mama, paprika, garlic salt, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper. And so I seasoned the meat up really good. And 1 second, let me show you that. So these are the thick cut pork chops, and I seasoned them really good. And that's just one side. Once I washed them off, rinsed them off good, patted them dry, put some oil on it, some EVOO, and then I put seasoning on one side, and I will do the second, I'll do another coat on the other side. And then over here, I pulled out my cast iron, big girl, and Big Mama, she's heating up right now. Put a little bit of oil in her, and then I will pan sear my pork chops, because I'm not going to cook them all the way because they're going to finish cooking in the gravy. Anyway, I'll be back when the next step comes up. Okay, so I hope you can hear me over this. So I pan seared the first batch. They were a little big, so it's 5 of them in a pack, but I did the first batch, and these are the last 2, and I'm just pan searing them like I said. And then I will add onions. I'll let that get a little bit more brown. Then I'm gonna add onions, and then I'll show you how I make my gravy and put the pork chops back in. Okay, so right here, I added some onions, and I'm just let these render down just a little bit, because I left all the good in the pan, of course. I forgot what it's called. I forgot what the word is, but when you leave all the drippings in the pan. But that's what I'm doing, or that's what I did. Let me cook these onions a little bit. And I'm about to add a little bit of flour. I guess sometimes you can add the flour that you shake the whatever meat that you're cooking it in, because you know it's kind of like it got a little bit of seasoning and stuff like that. But for the most part, I like to use the clean flour. I don't know. Do y'all use use the flour that you shake your meat up in? I don't know. Maybe it's me, I'm tripping. I don't know, we'll see in a second. Oh, shit. I use a little bit of the all-purpose flour that I used to coat the meat with in the beginning. And I put some in the pan here. And I think what I'm going to do also is add just a little bit of oil. So we can get that cooking and get the roux started. Yeah. I know, hope I ain't making you dizzy, I'm sorry. I didn't have my pan up too high because, and I'm so sorry about the pan, but here it gets a little smoky. And I didn't have the pan up too high because y'all know when cast iron get hot, this stuff will get so hot. And it's hard to bring it back down low. So yeah. Alright, so I added a little bit more. So altogether, maybe about 2 tablespoons of flour. Added a little bit of butter, and I added a little drop of EVOO. And then I'm about to make my gravy.
I don't like the gravy too thick, but I didn't use that much flour because once you add your liquid, be it broth or water, it will start to. I can turn this off. It will start to. The longer it sits, the thicker it gets. So, oh, bars.
Hey y'all, please forgive me. I did not realize this part of the vlog was going to be so long about me and these daggone onions, so I am so sorry.
And then I will be right back. So I'm adding some water in. And as you see, the flour that you already put in there, that's gonna get a little thick. Now this, it might be good for you, for some of you, but for me, that's too light. So I'm going to add a little drop or two of Kitchen Bouquet and my seasonings. I might have to add a little bit more water because I do not want it to get too thick. So see, just like that, while it was sitting, it was getting a little too thick for me. Add just a little bit more water. And then I'm going to add a little drop of Kitchen Bouquet. Now, the other way that you can make gravy from scratch is you can get a clean frying pan and some flour. Don't add anything to it. And just keep stirring your flour or mixing it around in your pan until it gets the color, until it gets to the color that you want. And then you can slowly add your liquid to it. And that is how you make gravy from scratch. And then you can add your onions and all this other stuff to it that you want. So what I'm going to do is, this is as dark as I would like it. Make sure you get all the scrapings off the bottom and your onions. And then I'm going to add all of my seasonings, which is the same seasonings that I used in the beginning. And that is going to be the normal stuff, Sorry, I'm getting you set up here. I add a little bit of Complete. Oh, wait. A little bit of Complete. Garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, slap your mama, black pepper, and I add just a tad bit of Maggi Pollo. Just a little bit, because it can be, Maggi Pollo to me can be a little bit too on the salty side, and I don't use salt. Very, very seldom do I use salt to cook with. I like to use salt to clean with. So. And so that, my gravy, that's good. And I don't want to add too much seasoning to it because there's still seasoning on the meat, and I'm going to add that to the pan. Yeah, there's several ways that you can make gravy. You can make it from scratch, or you can make it like that, or you can use the packets, whichever floats your boat. Let me add this meat in. I might. Because I want I'm going to put the meat in here, but I want the meat to be covered with the gravy, All of it is flavor, honey. Remember that commercial? Accent wakes up the flavor, honey. So yeah, that's what that is. Let's cover that in gravy. And I will just let this cook down until my son's ready to eat. I'm not going to eat any. I like it, but when I eat, I can eat bacon sparingly, but when I eat pork chops, it gives me a headache. So I just try to stay away from it. I don't cook it that often. If I eat anything from the pork chop, I'll eat the area around the bone, but that's pretty much it. Come on, I need you to be, it's called smothered. Smothered pork chops. Smothered. Smothered. Anyway, I'll be back in a little bit, y'all. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished product. Some rice and gravy, some greens, and I had some chicken wings, and I took the drumstick part off because I like the flat in the tip. And so that's going to be my dinner. And then you'll see my son's dinner.
Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to the channel. So I am ending off the vlog. I didn't want to just stop abruptly. Finished cooking, finished cleaning up the kitchen. I fixed me a little bit in a bowl that I'm still eating on actually. Let's see what else. I was going to show you guys my son's plate. However, he ate that. Oh yeah, he did. But anyway, it's all good. So I just want to say thank you for rocking out with me. I'm almost at 200 subscribers and I'm truly thankful. I feel like I got 2,000 or 200,000 subscribers at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm just excited because I remember when I only had 5. So I'm truly, truly, truly excited. I'm truly thankful. And I'm a work in progress. So, you know, it's all good. I love it. I absolutely love this. And so I'm going to end on that. And again, thank you. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will talk to you on the next video or on my next live. I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.